you should never take turns paying bills with him. Because at the end of the day, a woman is a mother, she is a counselor, she is a chef, she is a beauty queen, she is a couple of things that I cannot say because we have small ears in here. If I swallow my fears, keep my message in a bottle, put a lock on my tears. Hi guys, we are having a discussion, pretty much, I guess it's a hypergamy discussion, basically the roles of a man and a woman and what they're supposed to contribute. We're just kind of debating that, so y'all can just watch as we debate that. Do you want to just kind of take the lead, or you want to? Okay, so for me,
bang.
I want to be the ref.
Okay.
I'm the judge.
Nasia, there are things that we're going to be discussing that you really don't need to hear.
I'll hold my
Close her eyes.
So when we're talking about roles in a relationship, what the woman should provide and what the man should provide, it is my belief that the man should provide, I don't know, if we're going to use percentages, I guess I can say like maybe
99.
80-20. And that's in a serious, committed, monogamous relationship. That's not like, well, I mean, if you got it, then I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have a problem doing it. That's what this whole thing comes down to. But for me, the man should provide the home. He should provide gifts and spending money to his significant other. And in exchange for that, that keeps a woman happy, right? Because she ain't going nowhere. Because he's taking care of her. And for Darren, you can share your thoughts because I'm unclear because you'll say exactly what I'm saying, but share your thoughts.
Well, what you said at first was a man was supposed to provide everything. That's what you said.
Well, if I'm married to a man, I do believe he should provide everything, because why would you want your wife to have to go out and get it from someone else, or even be tempted to get things from other men? If you're covering all bases for her as a husband, which you're supposed to be her provider and her protector, those are the two main things. Why would she ever have to? It's not to say that she can't go to the store and pull out her debit card. It's not like that. She can have money in her wallet and she can spend it, yes. I'm talking about all bills. I'm talking about if we're going somewhere, he's pulling out his wallet to pay. I'm talking about simple things that a man should do, that I believe, that I was taught, and that's what I believe.
What about rent?
Yeah, he should pay for the whole rent, because if a woman is laying on her back and paying rent, see? If a woman is laying on her back and paying rent, she is a roommate. At that point, we can divvy up the bills, and I can keep my body parts to myself. He can do as he so pleases, and because that does not benefit me at all. It would benefit him solely to get something and save extra money in his pocket. Go ahead.
No,
what?
I'm gonna say like a question. So it's like, so you're living together and you guys are married. So like, would you like? Is it okay if you take turns paying bills? Like,
no, you should
never. I like the way she's going with that.
That's disgusting. If you live with a man and he is your husband, you should never take turns paying bills with him. If he cannot provide for you, you guys are not ready to be married, because that's stress on your relationship, your marriage. The number one thing that people divorce for is finances. So you should never be put. Yeah, you should never be put in a situation. You should be the last resort, especially if this person has so-called friends, family. I'm sorry, but a man has to figure out whatever it is that he needs to figure out before he brings that mess home, because it is not your job to be worried about that. It is your job to support him and nurture him into finding out tapping into his creative juices to get that money out, not doing anything illegal, because that also puts you in jeopardy. You have children to care for. Go ahead, Darren. We're waiting on you. You
don't see. I mean, well, I don't do it, but I just don't see. There's nothing wrong with a female paying for like the smallest bill, which is like the light bill and the water bill. I see nothing wrong with that. But everything else, I just feel like we meet halfway with. Like, you know, like it's so hard to put a tag or a label on our stuff because I eat certain things. You know that. It's not like I'm not allergic to anything. But I eat certain food, so I cook my own food. The only thing I ask for is like, you know, to kill the time. So when I come home, you know what I'm saying, we talk, we know what I'm saying, we find that little bit of time cut in half, because when the food is already cooked, dishes already washed, all right, now I can just take a shower, chill with my girl. You know what I'm saying? I can do that. And I don't really ask for nothing. And I'm trying to get this perspective because I can't speak for every man in general, but I do have my own personal beliefs on how my mother raised me. Like, I'm self-sufficient. Like, you know, this might go against me being in a relationship, but like you don't need a man. You like to have one. And I'm the same way, because self-sufficiency is key for me, because if I can't do it, I don't look for nobody else to do it for me. You know what I'm saying? So instead of me, I might complain about it in my head, and I might throw a suggestion out to my significant other, which is you, and we'll come up with a plan. But in my mind, I already know what the plan is, because regardless of what you will say, I'm not about to just sit on the couch and just hopefully my girl will be like, oh babe, well, I'll give it to you. No, I've never been like that. But ladies and gentlemen, Ashley thought I was like that in the beginning of the relationship. Could you care to chime in on that?
Well, since we're gonna go personal,
balls deep.
I have been in a series of relationships and in a marriage where things were split down the middle, and so I was paying for my role in that relationship, which is really sad, because I wasn't being protected or provided for in that case. Now, it wasn't always like that, but there were times where it was like that. So I've seen a lot of instances from the small town I was from where men will definitely prey on women, especially women in the medical field, to see what they can get from them. At the time, yeah, Darren was super nice and super attentive, and every single thing was perfect, but I don't trust that, because everybody has flaws and everybody has shortcomings. So if you're just showing me one thing, then I'm already not trusting you. I was watching him to see, okay, let's see what it is that he really wants, because no man is just going to sit around a woman just for craps and giggles. I mean, come on now.
Excuse me, chiming in. How long was I talking to you for?
Darren was trying to pursue me online for 4 years. Okay, that doesn't mean I heard from Darren every day. Darren would hit me up here and there.
Because every time I hit you up, you was in a relationship.
Okay, so with that being said,
so I had to back.
With that being said, I think it is wise for a woman to take her time and figure out exactly who it is that she's talking to, just as he would want his daughter to do. He would not advise his daughter to go out here and trust every single thing that every man tells her. That's how you end up in some predicaments with some unwanted debt, multiple kids. That is not wise for a woman to do. And so after doing that in my early 20s or whatever, no, I'm not going to carry the same things into a new relationship. I'm not. So he took that personally, which I don't know what to tell him, because I'm trying to protect what I have, which at the time was me and her, and everything that we had been through together. When you want to get into a relationship, I think that you should play out all the factors. And I think sometimes people, they see what they want and they just want it. And you know, you could tell a person anything. You know, you could do anything for a person. But the reality is, life happens. It's kind of hard for me to talk about it, because it's like, he has his bills when he was single. I had my bills when I was single. And now we're together because I trust that the man that is with me is going to provide and protect. And if he's not going to do that, then he doesn't have a role in my life. Because at the end of the day, a woman is a mother, she is a counselor, she is a chef, she is a beauty queen, she is a couple of things that I cannot say because we have small ears in here. There's a lot of roles that a woman plays, and a woman knows her roles. And when she doesn't know her roles is when things start to get messy. A man doesn't really have as many roles to play at home. Now out there, he can have a ton of roles to play, which is why she's here. To make him feel better about all of that. But at the end of the day, there are so many things that a woman has to be present for in order to keep her femininity and her womanhood, that if she starts to pay all these bills, and I'm saying 2 bills, I mean, okay, that's your personal opinion, but if a woman starts to pay all these bills, she gains this sense of masculinity. She starts to make the man feel like, because she can. Because now it's like, oh, well, you need me to do this. You know what I mean? And that's what inevitably ends up happening. A woman starts to look at you differently. She starts to be like, well, I mean, shoot, I got this. And nobody really wants that. But, I mean, some men might need that. I don't know. But just because a woman is like this is the time of like the girl boss or whatever, women out here getting it, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But the roles are still what they are. I just kind of don't understand, like, not to say I won't, because if we had a serious sit-down conversation and he needed me to do that, then we'll have to talk about that. But it's almost like an assurance thing, like, well, I'm doing all this, so you can just do this right here, where in my mind, if you're secure or whatever, then you got it. You just got it. I mean, everybody goes through hard times. That happens. But I would hope when you get to the point of marriage, you have a pretty clear, stable foundation financially, a career path or retirement or whatever. Because at that point, women shouldn't be at home worrying about, like, are we going to eat tonight? Or do I got to pay for this or that? Or I don't feel like they should. Because that's masculine. Pretty much.
So, now Stanton?
Yeah, Stanton. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I see things way differently because the fact that I'm either way. I can take care of all the bills, but if you feel like choosing one, it's like, oh, don't worry, I got it this month or whatever. I was like, oh, okay. I'm not gonna ask you twice. That's just me personally. But if I don't ask you at all, I mean, because I got it. So I don't really feel no type of way about it. But I feel like it gets contradictive. Now I'm talking about our relationship. It's contradictive when you expect one thing and you say, I expect a man to take care of all the bills. And you know, saying for me to never have that ever thought about doing that, because I've never been married before. But I do believe in taking care of your girl, or whatever, when you're in a relationship. But for her to say that, knowing that I have a choice, I can stay in this relationship or I can leave it. So I stayed in it, just, you know, because I wasn't upset. I wasn't anything. I was like, I looked at it as a challenge because I don't like to quit things when I know I can make it work. So that's what I did. I stuck in there. And it wasn't that bad because she talks hard, but she's really soft. It's like, oh, I expect a man to bring me the moon. She'll settle right now for half of the world, not the whole moon. You know what I'm saying? But she want that moon, if you get my drift. She want it. But right now she understands, like, and that's all I wanted to get her to understand is I'm building something right now, and I don't expect you to try to already live in the building that I'm trying to build when we don't even have a solid foundation. Well, we have a solid foundation, but I haven't laid down the first brick. So now it's just like we speed things up. She lets her wall down a little bit, and she's like, oh, well, I can help you do this, I can help you do that. And I'm like, no, I'm good. Then she gets upset because I don't let her do it. Then I'm confused. I was like, wait a minute. I can't let the fact go that you say that this is what you expected me, and the fact that I'm doing so well at doing what you expected in the first place. Now she goes back to like, well, I guess I could help with this. You know, I'm gonna go. So, and then this is how she makes me mad. Sometimes she'll go ahead and take care of stuff. Like we had a U-Haul, and I took care of the house situation. So she went ahead and broke her lease. She got the U-Haul and everything, and I came down and I helped move everything. And what was crazy was she sent me the money for the U-Haul. Then she turned around and I had a toll that I tried to avoid. It was on there. So she says, "Oh, there's a bill for the toll." I was like, "Oh, don't worry, I get it." She's like, "Done." You know how? Oh, what I
Okay,
makes me so mad.
so I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So the thing of it is, this man had expectations for me when he met me, and I met them. Okay, I was pleasing to his visual. I was the aesthetic he was looking for. My personality was fire, and anything that he did not predict, it was told to him, and he had a choice. Just like he said, he had a choice. And when we're talking about the U-Haul situation, there are a lot of things that were going on at that time that we discussed that would have to be divvied up, that at first weren't going to be divvied up, and I just went with the punches. And in his mind, I should have at least X, Y, and Z because I don't pay for X, Y, and Z. And that's fine. That's common sense. So I went ahead and took care of what I needed to take care of because I wanted to move to Charlotte. And he said that he wanted me to live here as well. So I guess what I'm trying to say is everybody has a choice. Are there doctors and lawyers and celebrities and millionaires in this world? Yes, there are. Is my boyfriend a millionaire? No, he's not. Do I have a choice?
Man, you could have said.
Yes, yeah. I do. Just like he sat here and said, he stuck it out with me and he had a choice. He could stay in this relationship or leave it. We both can stay in this relationship or leave it. And the fact that I had a change of heart after a long time, because first of all, I shouldn't have to settle as a woman. Everything that I've been through has led me to where I'm at now. And I shouldn't have to settle. And no woman should have to settle. So if a man tells you one thing and then that's not really what it is, then that's a character flaw on his part, because now you're led to believe one thing and that's not truly how he felt. Maybe he just wanted to win you. I can't fault somebody for that. That's what men tend to do, but you can't not be forthcoming about these things. Because I remember when we were dating or just talking, I asked him personal questions about finances because that matters to me. The home that I live in, why put myself in a situation where I know I'm going to have to be struggling again and trying to get out of a hole again? I wasn't going to do that. I've already done that. But I feel like for him, he's only thinking of it from the standpoint of, well, I know I'm a good dude and I know I can do this and I know I can do that. And that's fine. But you also got to think about how she looks at it and what she's been through and think what could happen. So yeah, we both have a choice, but I decided to stay with him.
I want you to back up a couple of sentences back when you was like, he's not a millionaire. We're definitely building towards that.
Okay, but the reality, because you told me the other day there are times where you're funny and there's times where you're realistic. The reality is that we both have choices and that we've chosen. So
yeah, okay, I get that, but when you use those terms, in my mind, it's just like, yeah, he's not. I don't know. In my mind, that's what just what a filter to. It's like, yeah, I could have been with a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, but I chose to be with him or whatever and stick this thing out. And my point of view is I'm sticking it out because I love a challenge of when somebody tells me what I can do from what I can't do or whatever. And that's you see what I'm saying? Like, it just sounds kind of.
So when you first said it, it sounded kind of. So I'm giving you a comparison that there. Okay, yes. Anybody in this world has a choice to be with a working 9-to-5 man or a millionaire man. Every man has a choice to be with a okay looking chick or a bomb looking chick. Do you get it?
Yeah, I get that.
Okay, so we both have choices in this life. We've chosen for now. This is what we've chosen. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I get it. I'm just.
It's like you get sensitive about.
I'm not sensitive. I'm listening.
This, I don't know why. A lot of women have been settling and paying to be in relationships, and I don't think that I should have to do that. If he asked me to pay a water bill and a power bill, okay, I'll pay it. But at the same time,
you're gonna look at it as a roommate situation.
That's not a roommate situation, but that means you need me to be a financial aid in a relationship. That means I don't know if you love me unconditionally, which there are conditions. I don't know if you want me for me or because of what I can help you provide. That's the way a woman looks at it.
Okay, one, I don't think all females think like that. But
no, clearly all of them don't.
Two, I just think that's, in just my opinion, I think that's just too far of a stretch. Because I'm looking at it how 1 minute you was like, oh, I shouldn't have to feel like I have to pay for anything or whatever. But when I'm taking care of everything or whatever, it's like, oh, well, I want to help. You don't have to take it on all that.
But in the same token, you really do want it, because now you're sitting here saying, well, in my mind, it doesn't work like this. So that's what I meant about people pleasing. When you don't say what it is that you truly believe or want, and you're just trying to agree with someone to make them happy, it ends up blowing up because someone is being misleaded and someone is being misleading. So if you knew that you needed a female to help you pay X, Y, and Z, then that's what should be discussed at the beginning of the relationship, or when the dynamic changes. Hey, listen, babe, this is what I'm gonna need, because that way you give that person a choice, an option. And yes, I will say, yeah, let me help you with this, and this, because clearly you're stressed. And I'm not gonna sit here and watch you be stressed and treat me like crap because you're stressed. It's like a triangle. Like, no, if I can help you, okay, I'm gonna help you. I would hope that, we get to the point where, yes, we are millionaires and this is not even a thing, but we are where we are right now, and we both know that. So it's like, why is it that when I speak on it, it's a problem, but when you speak on, like, I don't understand. You want the help, but you don't want the help. I don't understand.
That's one thing. I don't want help when it turns around and it's used against me. It's like, oh, well, you got me around here paying this and this and that. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I really need your help. I just suggested that I'm stressed out because this has to be put here or this has to be differently, whatever. But like I said, I'm self-sufficient. I would not have put myself in a predicament that I could not handle any situation. Like, if I knew I could, let's say, for example, if I knew I couldn't keep up with the bills in this house, I would have got a 1-bedroom apartment. You know what I'm saying? I would have did something different. And you would have been single, right? What, a 1-bedroom?
I mean, are we talking about? I don't understand how 3 people can.
Not like, okay, like a 2-bedroom, like how we had.
Major, what is it that you want to say, huh?
I wanted to say that if there's a disconnect, if there's like a disconnect in the thing, and you buy like a huge house, if you buy like a huge house and stuff, and then you know that you're like in a disconnect with your wife or your girlfriend, and then you know that you don't have enough money to pay for the house and stuff, and then you ask the person that you're with to pay for the bill, there'd be no point into you being in the house if you know you're struggling with work.
I agree with that. But again, I think that it comes down to hard times versus all the time. Yes, people do fall on hard times, and if I'm the last resort and I have it, then yes, I will get him out of it. But I would hope that a man wouldn't want to continuously put other people in that predicament. Like, you have to, like, he's self-sufficient, so am I.
I can't pick this up because this weighs like 10,000 pounds. In my mind, I ain't stupid where it's like, okay, that's 10,000 pounds. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, oh, this thing must be really heavy. Then I go pick it up. It's light. I'm like, this one.
Because there's certain things that I
wouldn't expect you to do. I don't expect you to take out the trash because it's not heavy. But I
just feel like sometimes I feel like our generation have watched like our moms do the most, and sometimes that's what we're conditioned to think, that a lot of women. Don't get it twisted, like, I'm very strong. I can lift a lot, but it's like I'm with him now. I'm letting him bask in his masculinity. I'm letting him, you know what I'm saying? Because if I don't let him do that, then I'm going to try to take over him and be the masculine. Like, no. I learned my lesson with that. If I start doing that, he's going to feel like this. And I'm not going to be able to get him to do anything for me at that point.
No, I see now that I think that's where you get it wrong. As I think other dudes would do that, but you know, I'm a competitor. So if you wake, like, if she wakes up, if Ashley wakes up like 8 o'clock in the morning every day, gets her stuff together, why am I still in the bed? It don't work like that. And me personally, if you get up and you start getting yourself together, I might have my eyes closed, but I'm hearing everything that goes on. I hear the mascara when it goes across your eyes. I hear the foundations when it's being put on your face. I hear the soap when it's rubbing across your face. All that. I hear it. I just don't get up.
You're a light sleeper. I get it.
Yeah, I'm a light sleeper because in my mind, I'd rather sacrifice sleep in order to be successful. And that's just me, and I ain't gonna stop. Like, I wish there was another extra day in the week that it could be called work.
Okay, I'll give you that. I had him pegged incorrectly, but I'm serious, women. It's very hard to tell these days. So, you know, anybody could sweet talk your socks off. But over time, yeah, I said, okay, he is right. He's about that. But you won't always know that, so that's why you have to take your time. And for guys, I know that you want to please her, but you have to be vocal about what it is that you need and want to, because that will let her know, well, I have a choice. I could try to meet him halfway, I could meet him all the way, or I'm just not doing it. When you don't give her a choice and you just take it and take it and take it and take it, you end up resenting a person. So that's not good either. And I did change how I felt, because at first I was strictly following what Shira said, but I realized that I'm not Shira and I'm not ready to be 100% in that role like that, like she is. Like, she was made for that. I am very independent still, and I don't want to just sit around, like, and she doesn't sit around either, so I'm not saying that. Like, that woman has buku money, but I also want an empire, so I'm not going to be able to get an empire by sitting around and playing like housewife all day. Like, no, that makes me sick.
Hey.
So yes, I could play like that role a little bit, but I also need my independence too. So I'm glad I have somebody that respects both of those. But I just, we decided to just have this discussion. And I think we talked about a lot of things, and we'll probably talk off camera to
Periodic table.
figure out some things. But it was all in good fun, and it helped you guys to see what actually goes on.
I was serious.
Okay, I'm serious too.
Me too.
Don't call me. I ain't no millionaire. You lie. In my mind, I'm already rich.
See, you taking it though.
In my mind, I'm already rich.
You taking it.
In my mind, I'm already rich.
Okay, and as am I.
But I'm just trying to get wealthy.
Just like you said.
Don't worry. Cause I'm more deserving in this life, I think.
Okay, and so am I. So why would a woman say
transition
she's more
to
deserving of something? She's bougie and this and that. No, a woman can know what she wants.
I'm talking about me.
And I'm talking about me.
Oh, hold up. I got my honey.
A woman can know what she wants and get it.
She said canoes.
Mm-hmm.
She said canoes.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So
I bought you the honey.
I just bought that.
Period, boo.
Baby boy.
Wow.
I went and bought that. See, I do so many little things for him, and I don't think he even cares.
Girl, you is tripping.
Thank you.
I be
She
trying
tripping.
to help him.
Everybody tripping.
No, because
no.
people think that I don't do anything for this man, and that's the furthest thing from the truth.
Oh my Lord. Listen, so if you buy somebody something, why do you hide it?
I'm not hiding it. It goes in the cupboard. And so
If
when
you
you open
hide
it, you can
it.
be excited and happy that it's there.
But listen,
And if
ladies
you
and
get
gentlemen.
robbed, then what you gonna do?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Your honey
I'm
gone.
gonna show you the only cabinets that I use in this house. Okay, let's start over here, Nasia. Show them.
I need a bowl.
So, what is this? Okay, here you go. So look, I go to this one. Then I might go to this to take them out. Then I go to the stove. I don't touch nothing over here. You know why? Because that's her side.
Well,
And
I just wanted him to have the honey because one day I made his chicken for him.
oh,
And
here
just
we go.
like he's sensitive, so am I. I did something nice for him, and he said, "Well, you know what really would have just set this off with the only thing that's missing is honey."
Okay, let me explain how
After
I was
I
saying.
had did all of that.
Okay, let me explain how I said it. So I complimented her because the food was good. Only thing I said was I meant to I said it as if okay, the food is already good, but I guess that's I messed up with the conjunctive phrase or whatever. So I just said. What I say? I said, oh, this food, it's so good, but you know what made it even better? Even better. So it was already better. I just said even better.
That's taken away from.
Even better.
Taken away from,
by just
sir.
adding some honey. She took it as, oh, well, I slaved
It
over this the
sounded
whole night.
unappreciative. And if I were to do that to him, if he came home and brought me something, oh, babe, you bought me this perfume? Oh, I love it. You know what? It would have been even better if you got the big one. How unappreciative is that?
Period, boo.
My turn. Okay, speaking of unappreciative, let's back up since you want to go there. So, I come home. Where did I come? Yeah, I came home from working overseas on a contract job. I paid for my ticket. I paid for her ticket. Then I paid for my round trip ticket to go back to Kuwait. So I took her to Turks. No, what?
Turks.
No, I took her to St. Thomas for her birthday. Right?
But guess what?
I never been
I
there.
see you never let this go.
No, I did, but I just want to,
Boy, you is tripping.
Prove a point.
Yeah.
You was tripping.
So, because I'm thinking like, she's on the same vibe I'm on. Let's go places that we ain't never been, and we can share this experience together, whatever, right? So we have a good time. Up until the point where, we was drinking too much alcohol, we got upset with each other, then we made up, then we came back. She was like, oh, I had a good time, whatever, but I could have been satisfied by just going to Miami. Girl!
I was still in my pygmy mind.
Boy.
I loved Miami. I still love Miami. It's one of my
Miami
favorite
City.
cities. If it's for my birthday, and you're asking me where I want to go,
For my birthday, I want to go to Africa.
and I tell you, and then you take me somewhere totally different, okay, but I would have been happy with Miami. I was still in my pygmisha days. That's all I could say.
I want to go to Miami.
But
Africa.
I thought that, okay,
Maybe to him, St. Thomas was better, but
no, it really
It was
wasn't,
fun,
but to me, it was a relaxation.
it sounded like it was more so about what you wanted because you were paying for it, which I get that too. But it was my birthday.
Well, I get
birthday.
it. Like now, okay, I had extra money, so I was like, let's do it. But all that money that I think I spent like about $4,000 or $5,000, which is not a lot compared to I had to pay for my round trip ticket or whatever, and then turned around and got her a bag because I almost got cursed out. I was like, yo, we're gonna get your bag, but I didn't know if you wanted it like that, whatever. So I got her the bag. Coming to the house, guess what she says? She was already pissed. So she was cooking just like that. I come in and then look, the first thing she goes, the door opens up, her neck goes. She did like the Exorcist. She was just like.
Because I knew he was coming with that bag.
So
It was an apology gift.
The bag was about, matter of fact.
It was an apology gift, people.
Like I came in like this, and then she looked. She's like, "What's that?" I said, I'm thinking myself, I'm trying to be humble about it. Like, oh, it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's your gift. You open it. She's like, I don't want it. Take it back. I was like, oh, for real? I was like, oh, well, that's going to save me about $1,200.
Even asking for it.
So I was going to take it $12. So I called her mom, and her mom was like, don't you take that purse back.
Take it back.
She said, keep that purse, right? So I was like, you know, so I kept it.
Mom.
So the box, the bag is just sitting there, Louis Vuitton, just sitting there, you know, and I know she was itching to open it because she just kept doing this. And she was dying. Look, but I think what the problem was, even though she was mad, she was trying to finish cooking for her because she didn't want to get excited and forget that she had that thing on pot, whatever she was cooking on. So I was like, man, just open it. You know what I'm saying? You might like it. So she's like, all right, I guess I can open it. I said, she's trying.
I would have took it. Wait a minute. Hold up. I would have took it.
So next thing you know, she opens it up. Trying to act all calm about it.
You was tripping.
Listen, she tried her best not to tear that stuff up. She's unripping, ripping, but she's like, okay, let me keep this because I might need to save it. I'm like, why the heck are you saving it? So next thing she got the bag. She's like, oh my God, nothing in this bag. But here she go. Oh, oh yeah, I think I might like this. I think I. Yeah.
Girl, you was tripping. I would have took that.
Girl, we know you would have.
But. Sis, something else.
We've been through a lot. You know,
and she has come through with some banking gifts, so I ain't gonna flex. Shorty came with a first of all, I kept looking at this wallet, you know what I'm saying, and I never asked her to get me anything because a lot of the gifts that I want is kind of expensive.
He only drops hints.
Hold on, hold this real quick. I got something for you so I can make the demonstration.
So it's like a lot of the gifts that I asked for myself because I don't want to have her feel like she's pressured to try to keep up with the gifts that I get her because it's not fair because I know what I can get, so I don't check her pocket, I don't count her pockets. So
yes, he does.
No, I don't. So I would be happy if she came home with a bag of protein, some workout clothes, you know what I'm saying? But she
or game.
Let
me tell you how this dude responds to when you buy him something too.
Oh my God.
The most dry. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I think I like this thing.
Yep. See, that's how she was. That's exactly how she was, Nasia. Look, she said.
But y'all, when I buy this man something, girl, you would have thought he ain't even want it.
Bruh. First of all,
what's this? Who's this? You'll be handing him a gift. Here you go, Darren. Oh, what's this?
First of all, because I didn't expect her to get it, and two, how she presented it to me was like she wanted me to throw a damn Memorial Day weekend holiday birthday
Why
party.
would you not? Has any other girl bought you a Louis Vuitton wallet? Has any other girl bought you $400 cologne? Has any why would you?
You know she did, girl. Boy, you was tripping.
So you're lying.
Nah, ain't no girl about that, but I'm just saying, anyway, look. So when she gave it to me, she was just like, she kind of handed it to me like how when you go to your grandma's house and you leave and she be like, go hand me my purse, and she'll slip you one of them little the secret handshake with the dollar bill folded up about 3 different ways. Like, here you go.
No, we were in the store together. We did the whole process together. Once I told him why we were there,
I'm talking about the game.
Oh, the game? That's something small, but that's what he said he would rather have. He was like, well, you could just buy me something small, like a game. So I finally do it, and then it's like dry.
What was the origin of the bag?
We ain't even gonna go there because that's going way.
She wants to take it there.
I don't want to.
Sis want to take it there.
That's my
because
face, though.
I already she said something about the bag.
Something in my face.
She said something about the bag. I said I'm gonna get her one, but she wants to put a timetable on it. What?
That's not what happened.
Then she up there at the bar, and a lady put hers on what you call it. Now, mind you, this is 3 drinks in.
Anything you want, you can have, baby. Anything you want, you can have. Just ask me. Just be straightforward. Just ask me.
Yeah, well, when I said that, I didn't mean, you know what I'm saying, like.
Oh, not really bad.
No. When I said that, it's like, I said, yeah, anything that you want, yeah. In my mind, I guess what I should have said was, yeah, you can have anything you want within reason. If I got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I always be. And so the lady put the bag up there, whatever. And Ashley, this is what she did. She sit on the bar. The lady was on the right hand side. Ashley gonna cross her hand. She's like, babe, I want a Louis bag too. And I was like, okay, because what she was looking at was a Louis Neverfull 45. Was it 40? Yeah, it's a new 45 pen, one of them. It was wherever that the bag is at. It looked like a dang on tote bag or whatever. But needless to say, she went from a Louis bag, then she turned around and get a YSL bag.
I never asked for that. He just did that.
Wait a minute. Mom, if you have any bags you don't want, please give it.
I want no.
Spare.
Then she got some, then she turned around and she said something about some Gucci flip flops. Got some Gucci flip flops. So,
yeah, I saw that bag.
Ask me like, what do you want? Pick out something off this site. Pick out something off that
because
site.
I'm the type of person like if I buy something, I like to get others first before I get myself. You know what I'm saying? And then she started to adapt to me. Like I don't have to ask her what I want because if she knows that if I want it, if she gives me like a timetable. I'm thinking that's how she does. Because if I look at something, I was like, damn, I sure do want this, whatever. She'll watch me want it, and she'll wait, and she's like, okay. So the next time when she does her big makeup hauls, she'll end up getting me. She'll bring a cologne back. She's like, oh babe, I smell this, and I think you'll like it. But it's hard to surprise me with cologne unless I say the exact cologne that I want, because she knows it's like if I get this, he ain't gonna be appreciative of it because he's gonna say, oh, this smells like something I already got.
Me will take it.
But she has given me some extreme gifts that I didn't expect. One day, like her way of doing things is so different. So she'll say like, okay, let's go to the mall. I was like, why are we going to the mall? Because me and Asia hate going to the mall with her because
I do. Well, because I like
don't
the
you lie.
No, I like the Sephora. That's it. Because I like
we'll
testing
go
out
up
the
in there
things.
for one thing. We'll end up in one store for about 2 hours. It gets to the point where I'll be so upset. It's not the fact that I'll be in there so long, but she always picks the store that has no seats. So this is what I'm looking like.
I test out stuff.
Just holding all the bags like this. I was like, well. So it should be like a gentleman's club inside every store to where men of color or whatever, we can all just sit down and just talk crap about our significant other, how long they take in these stores, whatever. But anyway, so we end up going to Louis, and she's like, "Oh, you like this wallet?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "All right, can I get this wallet and can I get his name engraved in it?" Excuse me. I was like, "Dang, like I didn't get." You know what I'm saying? We barely was in there. Like she was on a mission. She knew exactly where it was at. She went to the counter. It's almost like she'd been into the store already, and then it felt like she had a personal relationship with this lady. I didn't even know. But the lady engraved my name and the thing, whatever. Then she turns around. She buys me my cologne. Like, well, it wasn't the cologne that I asked for. It was a cologne that we both looked at. And I was like, dang, the box looks sexy. And I just felt like, knowing that I know what the notes smell like, I feel like, okay, this is a good mix of cologne, fragrances. So she ended up getting it, and it turned out to be like one hell of a purchase because I think that was like about almost a $500 bottle, right? Mm-hmm. So she bought me that. She bought me some shoes. She bought
him a $100 jersey for no reason.
Yeah.
That he was eyeing. Okay, guys, so that was. Oh.
It's not even recording.
That was a very heated discussion, but we still love each other. So I appreciate you guys watching, and make sure you subscribe and you have your post notifications turned on, and you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave us your comments down below what you think. Even if you don't agree with us, we don't even agree with each other, girl. So yeah, and Asia, thank you so much for helping us film this video. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.